Wherever you're at in your life right now, you want to go somewhere else. You're likely striving for something. I mean, you're watching a self-help video right now. Like, you're interested in some kind of growth and personal development or professional development or both. What got you here won't get you there. You've probably heard this, it's the name of a book, it's a quote, etc. I've been thinking about it a lot lately. I'm 35 now, and I've been kind of leveling up in life and doing things, and I've been trying to simplify and focus, and I've reined in my desire to do a bunch of things. I'm already probably doing too much, but I'm trying to continually simplify. And I keep thinking, like, why do I have these false starts? I feel like I might have this idea I want to do, and then it kind of like fades, and I have this idea. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but there is that thing that's in the back of my head of what got me here is not going to get me there. So I got to really understand, where do I want to go? And is the way I'm thinking and acting and living now going to get me there? To an extent, I am on a path towards certain things, so I could probably just stay the course. And I've also been doing this for 15 years. So I've built things and I've invested a lot, right? But I'm always on the self-development game. I'm always trying to think bigger and do bigger and go faster. So like I said, there's nuance to this, right? This isn't an end-all be-all, right? Depending on where stuck you are, and I'm going to also apply this to like health and weight and everything. Because I do know some people that have all the how-to information they could ever need to have the body of their dreams, yet they're still overweight, or they still struggle, or they still yo-yo. So actually, really, that's what I want to talk about real quick. I'm not really going to give you an action plan for this or a way to fix it. I'm going to just introduce you to the idea so you start thinking about it, and then you can do with it what you will, if anything. If you want to become a new person, especially if it's someone you've never been, right? If you like struggle with weight your whole life and you want to be this like amazingly fit, lean person, you're going to have to literally become a different person. And it's going to start up here. The thought patterns that you have, the limiting beliefs you have, whether you feel like you deserve it or not. If you don't address this stuff up here, no amount of YouTube videos you watch from me or books you read or anything is going to make a difference. I mean, it might get you a little bit up for a little while, and then motivation and reality will set in, and your limiting beliefs will thrust you back down to your mean, regression to the mean, all right? It's just something to think about and constantly try to unpack. Whatever you want to accomplish in your life that's new, that's better, that's greater, you have to become the person that has earned such thing. And like I said, nuance, a lot of different variables here, but let's just use the one example like diet, for example. I mentioned how I knew someone, or I know people that have done this, and I know someone in particular that has as much knowledge about nutrition almost as me, still stuck at the same kind of constant weight that he's been stuck at for literally years. I mean, his entire adult life. I would even say since high school. And I've been thinking about why this is more and more. No amount of me criticizing, cajoling, motivating, inspiring, or anything has made a difference. I kind of, gave up even trying to do that for a while because he has to want it. And he has to want it enough to address this, the internal game. Something up here is holding him back. Something up here, I believe, this is my hypothesis, that something up here convinces him that he doesn't deserve to be lean or fit or whatever. And his identity is so connected to being overweight. I mean, he'll make jokes about it or whatever, like self-deprecating things. But I believe it's what his actual identity is. I believe his brain is wired to want to maintain this weight, to stay that person. And maybe if you're watching this, because I got a lot of you that are watching this that have lost a lot of weight. I mean, I've heard people in the comments like 50 pounds, 60, 20, like insane. And congratulations to you for doing that. Maybe you can actually have a comment below on what had to change up here so that this could change, okay? Because you don't change this, right, without massive struggle and sometimes like life intervention or near-death experience or something, right? That's why people, for the most part, stay the same their whole lives. It's very, very hard to change your mind. Some of you might have had to change your environment. Maybe you just had to get away from certain people, and then that allowed your mind to kind of find a new way and flourish. Some of you have these built-in ideas from childhood about like deserving something or not deserving something, or fear or guilt or shame. And this is everybody though. This is not just somebody struggling with weight. Like maybe there's something that's keeping me stuck at this point right now. I don't know if I necessarily feel stuck. I'm just kind of really trying to take my time and plan and do it correctly. But maybe I learned from my younger years being an entrepreneur where I would invest all my money, go in debt. I didn't care as long as I had a vision, to now having a family and having some resources and wanting to really protect that. Like, I feel like there's a shift there. I feel like if you said, invest everything into this new thing and it's going to be great. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if, I don't necessarily believe you have to do that. I think there's, like, from what I've learned in business, you can literally create things with nothing more than your time. You can test them and you can do the lean startup method, whatever. If you want to be someone else, if you want something better for your life, you have to become a different person. Now, maybe you're on that path towards becoming a different person, like you're making progress and things are happening and like you're putting yourself outside your comfort zone. That's great. And then you just need time and consistency. Okay. So like, it's not like you're either or, right? But I guarantee you, even if you're doing that, let's say for business, I've been making strides in business and in my professional life for years, right? I feel like in the last few years though, the strides I've made as a person and where I'm almost like at step 2 of that game or step 3 maybe, and I still have so far I want to go. Like, I feel like that didn't come out until after 10 to 12 years chasing business success, getting a little bit of it, and then now actually going more to focus on myself. I don't want to just ramble on and on about this, but I'm really, really interested to learn below. And actually, it's a lot of what I'm gonna do with my new venture. I'm actually gonna start an online school. I'm pretty excited about it, right? You'll hear more about that coming up. But I want to hear, what did you have to change in your environment or in your thinking, or I don't know, what was it? What was it? Was it a choice one day? Something finally clicked? Something finally scared you? Something finally was removed? What was that trigger or triggers or life experience or time that took you from this person that you were to now this person that you can be? Like, what was that? I really want to know. Like, this is actually literally market research for me, but it's also, I want it for my own edification, and I want it to become better at helping other people do the same thing. I am obsessed with building better humans and helping people change. And so please drop it below. I'm actually gonna compile all this into a spreadsheet probably. And we'll be using this and referencing this for my new project that I'm doing that you'll hear about in the coming, days, weeks, months. If you want something new or different, you have to become new and different yourself. Hey, Colin here. Got a freebie for you. Click on the button below to go to theancestralmind.com and download the 7 Principles of Living Wild. This is a short PDF that's got some of the main principles, such as real food, sleep, movement, and a couple more that are going to help you live more ancestrally in accordance with your genes.